Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another tip. Wanted to share this tip with you. If you know my channel, historically what I do is I try to show my tips on online ranked game footage, whether it's a recap or if it's a full game footage, so you can see that my tips are real tips. They're not just me discovering some kind of a blitz that works in the perfect situation against your opponents. Everything I use is going to be used online, but I wanted to go ahead and create this as a standalone tip because I don't think this is actually getting enough exposure in the Madden / YouTube community. And I think this is something that actually can propel you in your game. And basically what it is, it's an unbumpable route that can help you read defenses quicker so you know how to make your reads and make your adjustments, your second, third reads from this. Now, basically what it is a hitch route for the outside wide receiver. You can use inside receivers too, but I like going from outside in primarily because it helps me with my progressions with me when I'm playing online. You can find a hitch route in any kind of a smash formation. So that it's basically in a medium pass type formation. It's when the outside receiver runs a short route, which is a hitch route, and the inside receiver runs a corner route or some kind of route to complement it up top. The route I'm going to go ahead and choose is going to be, let's go with the double smash out of the gun normal halfback weak is our base play. And we're going to do this against one of those standard cover 2-man coverages that everybody hates going against because it's just one of those coverages that you have to learn how to defend against. So we're going to do cover 2-man against this. Now, when you're looking at these coverages, you can see the following things. The defenders are down, pressing on the line, and they're going to try to bump your man. And that throws off the timing and rhythm of your quarterback. Now, if you can get a free release and be able to get rid of the ball, that basically takes the ability for your opponent to do any kind of some kind of a blitz to be able to get heat against you if you're getting rid of the ball in a very quick period of time. Let's go ahead and take a look at Woods going on a streak and Watkins doing an out. And just look how these guys get pressed off the line. And as you can see, the wide receivers, they all got pressed. Let me go in an instant replay to show you how this works. If you look over here, Woods gets chucked a little bit, does get a free release, but the corner is on top. This wide receiver totally gets chucked. He gets taken off his route. Tight end gets chucked by the defensive end, but does get a fairly good release against the defender. And right here, Watkins gets chucked by the corner and pushed off this route, leaving a small little window to be able to get a ball into there, and you can see he makes a play on him. Now, what I want to show you is the difference with a hitch route. All right, so we're going to hitch up Woods. I'm going to smart route Woods into a hitch. I'm going to smart route Watkins into a smart routed hitch. And I'm going to take Williams and put him in a hitch, and I'm going to go ahead and smart route him too. So as you can see, across the board, I've got all my wide receivers on 10-yard hitch routes, more like about 8 yards or so, but a 10-yard hitch route. And watch what happens when I snap the ball. What happens when I snap the ball is that guy that got shoved or chucked gets a completely free release, and as soon as he actually goes ahead and gets to the depth of his hitch, look at the separation, probably about 3-yard separation, and that ball is coming back to him. The wide receiver will be able to make a play. Same situation on the inside route with Williams, free release. Look at the separation right there. He's got about a 5-yard separation because it's a mismatch on that. Over right here against the best corner of the team on the left-hand side, Watkins turns around, nice little 2-3 yard cushion, and that's a huge difference. That's a huge separation in Madden 15 opposed to Madden 25. So why is this important to actually have this? Is that it gives you a first read for your offense if you're seeing a press cover 2-man under look against your opponent. It's going to give you an idea where you want to take your ball initially. So you can take Watkins, put him on a hitch route. and then you take Woods and put him on a crossing route. And I know I can go ahead and hit Watkins right here because he's going to be able to make a play on the ball, opposed to a coverage where I'm not going to be able to make a play on the ball. So, you know, your odds of catching this ball is going to be fairly high on the hitch, especially the more you get your timing off. You're almost going to basically release the ball before that icon comes up. You're going to release it with about 5 yards in, like that, and the defender just can't do anything of it. So what's great about it is that you're getting rid of this ball before any kind of a nano blitz can hit you, because obviously there's some good blitzes out there, and it's going to cause problems with your opponent from getting heat and actually going ahead and doing things where it's going to catch you off guard. So a bad play by E.J. Manuel. So let's take a look at a cover 2 and how cover 2 zone affects the way this looks. All right, so this is a cover 2 press. You can see the corners are down. And then on a cover 2 press, you know that these corners are going to press your wide receivers. But it would probably be an initial look that you would see going against your opponent. You're going to see those corners pressing down, and it could either be a cover 2 man or it could be a cover 2 zone. Now watch what happens with my receivers in a cover 2 zone press. All right, so the hitch route, you know, on a press situation is going to get a free release on cover 2 or in a man-under situation. But on a cover 2 press, you can see he gets chucked and thrown to the inside, and that corner will actually come back and float back to that zone, taking that away. And the same thing over here, same situation, gets chucked, even though he's supposed to get a free release against man coverage, and the corner will fall back into that hitch route, eventually being able to make a break against that ball. So it's critical to be able to understand the difference between the two and how to use that hitch route to make a read, because if your opponent comes into a cover 2 shell and presses immediately, you need to be able to hit zone coverage beaters against the cover 2. So when you're creating a scheme, you basically need to defend against two different things. You basically need to put together a scheme where you can take advantage of the man coverage, and if it's not man and he's in a cover 2 zone press look, you have to go ahead and take advantage of it. So let me kind of show you what I would do on offense against a cover 2 zone look to be able to take advantage of it. So I've got a cover 2 press. I've got a read over here. I'm going to read to the right side, which was Woods. And I'm going to go ahead and take a slant route on the backside that I can actually see, because I know that the zones are going to open up for me. So when I see the press over there, I automatically are going to try to check down to the crossing route. And once again, the reason I know that is that if it's in a zone coverage, if it's a cover 2 press look, I know that that flat route is going to be there. I've got a smash route or maybe a streak over here that's pulling some defenders out of the way. And I know that this underneath look right here is going to be wide open. Actually, a running back, I could have dropped the ball off too, but I do like hitting slants over the middle, and I'll pick up 7 yards as a consolation for this play. So I'm going to be rolling out more plays, and I'll be rolling out more footage with this concept, using hitch routes as a base look to defend against man coverage, and how to build off schemes from that. If you are new to my channel, I really recommend taking a look at some of the tips and things that I actually bring to the table. I'm not selling ebooks. I'm actually trolling websites to try to find tips that work. I look at a lot of different posts on YouTube, and a lot of times they are, there's just a lot of bad stuff out there. There are these tips that you have these, you've got to make 12 different adjustments to get a blitz out, and it's just not realistic. Yeah, and the person's on the back end trying to sell some kind of ebook for $5 or $6, trying to collect some money. I don't do that. Basically, I'm just a Madden player. I'm a casual Madden player. I don't play as much as I'd like to. But I play enough games, and I'm a big enough student of the game that I can provide some value to you. So I hope you like this. If this is a tip that can help you, I recommend you taking a look at my next video or my next gameplay, because you'll see these hitch routes getting used, and how I take advantage against my opponent with schemes on it. Thank you once again to my subscribers, and if you're looking for ways to improve your gameplay with real tips that work online, please hit the subscribe button. I swear to you, it's going to help you a lot. Thanks a lot.